God says, "A snake in your family has been exposed. They smiled in your face but betrayed you." Don't skip God. Listen now before 15 seconds run out. You are not here by accident. The moment you opened this, heaven took notice. I am speaking to you because time is short, and what I reveal now will open your eyes and protect your future. Someone close to you has worn a mask for too long. They pretended to care, but behind the scenes, they have been feeding lies, sowing confusion, and plotting against the blessings I've placed on your life. You thought they loved you, but I see what you could not. I saw the moments they laughed in your presence but rolled their eyes when you turned away. I saw their words cut deep while you were still healing. They did not just hurt you, they touched what I anointed, and now I am exposing them, not to harm you but to protect you. Comment Amen to affirm this word. This is your warning, your wake-up call. What you do now determines what unfolds next. If you ignore this, you risk walking blindly into destruction. But if you listen, I will lead you to a place of peace and power where no weapon formed against you shall prosper. Listen carefully. The person you trusted the most may be the one who has been trying to pull you down in silence. They may be in your home, in your family, at your table. They know how to blend in, how to speak the right words, how to make you doubt yourself while appearing to support you. But I am not fooled. I saw the betrayal before it reached you. I allowed it to be revealed, not to break you but to free you. My child, I love you too much to let you keep walking with someone who has a serpent's heart. That smile they gave you was not peace, it was poison. That embrace was not comfort, it was control. I have heard your cries. I have seen you question why the people you love keep hurting you. And now you know. It's not because you're weak. It's because you carry a light that their darkness cannot stand. Your spirit agitates their demons. Your purpose threatens their comfort. So they tried to dim you, but I will not let them succeed. Comment 1111 if you believe this word is for you. You must stay alert now. You are walking through a spiritual shift. The betrayal you felt is a sign that breakthrough is near. The closer you get to the door I am opening, the louder the snakes hiss. But take heart. Their exposure is proof of my hand over your life. You didn't lose anything. What left you was never meant to stay. And what I remove, I replace with something greater. Do not go back. Do not chase after what I allowed to fall. I am calling you higher. You are not alone. You are not abandoned. You are not cursed. You are chosen. I need you to like this video if your heart is still open to what I am revealing. Do not let pride or pain silence the truth I'm placing before you. You've been wrestling in silence, trying to understand why the tension in your home has grown heavier, why you feel drained after certain conversations, why your peace disappears around certain people. It's not your imagination. It's not you being too sensitive. It's your spirit recognizing something your eyes can't yet see. You have been trying to protect people I've already warned you about. You've been praying for people who have been preying on you. But now I am lifting the veil. I am giving you clarity. This is not the time to second-guess what I reveal. When I show you who they are, believe it. My child, I know this hurts. I know betrayal cuts deeper when it comes from those we love. I know what it feels like to be wounded by someone you trusted with your heart. But I promise you this, it will not destroy you. It will deliver you. You are stepping into a season where only the true can stay. And I will not allow wolves to walk in sheep's clothing around your destiny. I am cutting ties. I am removing masks. I am placing a shield around your life so strong, no curse, no gossip, no hidden jealousy can break through it. You have been wondering why your plans keep falling through, why every time you're about to elevate, something pulls you back. It's because the snake in your circle has been whispering doubt, planting fear, speaking defeat behind your back. But I have exposed them now. And with that exposure, I am restoring your strength. Your dreams are not dead. Your blessings were not stolen. They were delayed for your protection. But now that the snake has been revealed, the delay ends. Watch how quickly doors open now. You're not crazy. You're called. You're not broken. You're built for this. You're not forsaken. You're favored. Every tear you cried, I collected. Every night you felt alone, I was right there beside you. When they turned their back on you, I opened my arms wider. When they betrayed you, I whispered peace into your soul. They thought they could stop what I started in you, but they forgot who you belong to. You are mine, and no devil in hell can take you from my hand. Comment 222 if you trust this word with your heart. I am not finished with you. I'm just getting started. This betrayal was not the end. It was the beginning. I let them show their true colors because I don't want your future poisoned by hidden enemies. I let it come to light so you can walk freely, boldly, without carrying dead weight. Some relationships were seasonal, but you tried to make them lifelong. That's why it hurt when they changed. But I never change. I am your rock, your refuge, your constant. You can trust me with your heart, even when it feels shattered. I am the healer. A neuroscientist says yes. A 9-word script, long buried in government files, can fire up a prehistoric brainwave that pulls money in faster. This breakthrough is already under legal pressure and could disappear any second. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. Your story is not over. In fact, it's about to turn in your favor. The very ones who tried to harm you will witness your elevation. I will prepare a table before you in the presence of your enemies. They will see how I bless those who remain faithful. They will see how I raise up those who trust me even when it hurts. You may feel like you're in a valley, but remember, I walk with you. You don't fight alone. Heaven backs you. Angels surround you. My spirit strengthens you. Keep walking, keep praying, keep trusting. The snake didn't win. They were revealed because I love you. Their mask fell because your calling is too great to be tied to deception. I'm not just removing them, I'm restoring you. I'm not just exposing them, I'm expanding you. I know it's been hard. I know your heart feels heavy. But I need you to stay close to me. Let me guide your steps. Let me speak to your spirit. I will not lead you astray. I will never forsake you. I let them play their game long enough to reveal themselves. Because I am not just your father, I am your defender. You didn't need to fight. I was already moving. I was already making sure that the very trap they set for you would be the place where their plans collapse. My child, I did not bring you this far to let betrayal destroy you. I did not anoint you for greatness, only to see you tangled in webs of deceit. You were marked from the beginning. You were set apart for a reason. That's why the enemy had to use someone close. A stranger could not get near enough to touch your spirit. So he used someone who knew your heart, someone who had access to your quiet places. But their access ends now. Their influence ends now. Because I have drawn a line around you, and anything unclean cannot cross it. You may feel confused, you may be wondering how you missed the signs, but this is not your fault. You loved them honestly. You gave them grace. You hoped they would change. That was not weakness, that was love. That's what I placed in you, and you will be blessed for it. But now I am calling you to close the door they kept opening to the enemy. You are stepping into a season where peace cannot be negotiated, where joy is protected, where betrayal has no seat at your table. You've cried long enough. Now it's time to rise. Comment 333 to declare your faith even through the pain. Do you know how proud I am of you? You could have grown bitter, but you stayed kind. You could have shut everyone out, but you kept showing up. You could have given up on prayer, but you kept whispering my name. Even when your heart was breaking, even when the silence felt heavy, even when the attacks got personal, you held on. I saw it. I saw the nights when you questioned your worth. I saw the days when you smiled through the ache. And because you stayed faithful when it would have been easier to walk away, I am opening new doors just for you. Don't be surprised when I start blessing you in public. Don't question it when favor follows you into rooms where you once felt invisible. The ones who underestimated you will soon have to admit they were wrong. Not because you need their approval, but because I will not let your name be buried under their lies. I am redeeming your reputation. I am bringing you into alignment with people who see your heart, not your history. I am sending divine connections, people who will cover you in prayer, not competition. People who will lift your arms, not twist your words. Yes, this is a painful season, but it is also a powerful one, because what is exposed in the light can no longer operate in the dark. And I am not just healing your heart, I'm training your spirit. I'm giving you eyes to see beyond what's said. I'm sharpening your discernment. No more cycles, no more confusion. No more soul ties that choke your joy. I am severing everything sent to distract, delay, or destroy. You will not walk into the future I promised you, still attached to what tried to poison your present. I never said the road would be easy, but I promised to walk it with you. I never promised the absence of enemies, but I said no weapon formed against you shall prosper. I never said people wouldn't fail you, but I did say I would never leave you nor forsake you. I am not like them. My love is not conditional. My presence does not shift. I don't bless you today and curse you tomorrow. I stay, I keep, I protect. That's why you're still standing. That's why you're still breathing, because my hand has never lifted from your life. Comment 555 if you believe my hand is still on you. You've been asking why it had to happen this way, why someone so close could hurt you so deep. But hear me, I allowed it because I needed to close a door you refused to lock. I needed to show you the truth you kept brushing off. You gave them chance after chance, and still they chose betrayal. And I couldn't let them continue to ride your favor while dragging your spirit down. Sometimes the most painful endings bring the most powerful freedom. This exposure is not punishment, it's preservation. I am guarding your next level. I am going to rebuild what they tried to tear down. I am going to restore what they spoke against. You thought that closed door was rejection, but it was redirection. You were never meant to fit in their version of you. You were never created to stay in the cage of their opinions. I'm breaking you out of that. You will no longer shrink to make others feel safe. You will no longer silence your voice to protect someone else's comfort. I gave you a voice for a reason. I gave you vision for a purpose. And now it's time to walk in it. Could your brain be the reason you're still broke? Scientists just confirmed. A 9-word sentence hidden deep in your subconscious may be blocking money from your life. But now, you can reverse it. Say these 9 words, and wealth starts to follow you starting today. But the government might pull this secret any minute. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. Don't look back. Don't text them. Don't apologize for growing. I am shifting you for your good. And yes, it's lonely right now. But that loneliness is not a sign that you're abandoned. It's a sign that I'm clearing the path. Isolation always comes before elevation. Ask Joseph, ask David, ask Jesus. All had to be separated before they were elevated. You are in good company, child. Do not despise this season. Embrace it. It is holy. It is purifying. It is preparing you. I know it hurts, but trust me, this hurt is healing you. You'll look back one day and thank me for this exposure. You'll thank me for every no, for every exit, for every silent season, because it led you here, to a place of wisdom, a place of strength, a place where your heart beats free of manipulation and your spirit breathes without fear. Stay close. I'm not done speaking. There is more to uncover. There is more to restore. And I will not stop until the work in you is complete. That betrayal that nearly crushed your spirit did not catch me by surprise. I allowed it to come to light because I knew you were ready to step into something greater, but not with them attached to your destiny. I watched you forgive what was breaking you. I watched you hold your tongue when all you wanted was to speak the truth and defend yourself. And I say to you now, I saw it. I saw every silent tear, every shaking breath, every prayer you whispered into the night when no one else knew the weight on your heart. This pain you feel was not in vain. You are being strengthened, refined, and positioned. The betrayal exposed what needed to be seen so you could finally be free. You didn't lose protection when they left. You gained clarity. You gained room to receive what I've had waiting for you. You are not weak because you cared. You are not foolish because you loved. You are not naive because you believed in someone who turned out to be a snake. You were loyal, and that loyalty did not go unnoticed in heaven. You are mine. And when my children are attacked, I take it personally. The snake that moved against you has now slithered into the light. And once I bring something into the light, it cannot hide again. Let this exposure give you peace, not fear. Because when the enemy is revealed, his power is broken. Comment 1212. If you know God has broken the enemy's power in your life, you've been asking God, why now? Why this way? And I tell you now, it had to be this way because your heart was too pure to see what I saw. You kept giving chances, extending grace, hoping they would change. But not everyone you love is meant to go where I'm taking you. Some people can't handle the weight of your calling. Some carry hearts too small to hold the size of your blessing. And if I hadn't exposed them now, they would have continued to drain you in the next season. They would have disguised their destruction as love, and I couldn't allow that. I am calling you into a new season, but I will not let you carry old poison. You cannot build the next chapter of your life with hands still bleeding from the last betrayal. So I'm doing a deep work in you, not just revealing the snake, but healing the wound. Not just removing the one who hurt you, but restoring the parts of you that were affected by the pain. I am mending the cracked places. I am pouring my oil over the broken pieces. And when I restore, I don't leave a scar. I leave a testimony. Some of you have been walking around with guilt, asking yourself if you could have done more to prevent what happened. But I say this clearly, you did not fail. You obeyed. You stayed when I asked you to. You loved, even when it hurt. And when it was time to let go, I made sure the truth was known. You were not responsible for their betrayal. That was their choice. But you are responsible for what happens next. Will you keep staring at the door I closed, or will you turn and step into what I'm opening? Do not fear this change. I know it feels sudden. I know it shook the ground beneath you. But I am the same yesterday, today, and forever. When everything else feels unstable, I remain your solid ground. Lean on me. Don't run to old comforts. Don't numb the pain with distractions. Come to me, and I will give you rest. I will show you how to walk again without limping. I will teach you how to trust again without fear. I am not like them. I don't lie. I don't leave. I don't betray. Comment 777 if you believe God is still with you in this season. Let this betrayal be your breaking point, not into pain but into purpose. Let it push you to finally listen to what I've been whispering all along. You were made for more. You have stayed in places too small, surrounded by hearts too shallow. You were shrinking so others could feel tall. You were dimming your light so their insecurities wouldn't flare. But I didn't create you to stay hidden. I didn't place fire in your spirit just to see it smothered by jealousy. I gave you gifts to use, not to bury. This moment is a divine separation, a holy cutting away. And I know it's hard. But every time I remove, it's because I plan to rebuild. You are not being left with nothing. You are being prepared for something. The space that betrayal left in your life will soon be filled with people who honor, respect, and cherish the light in you. I have prepared divine appointments, God-ordained friendships, and safe places for your soul. What you lost cannot compare to what I am about to place in your hands. Why did 19,583 people suddenly become financially free last month? They all discovered a strange sentence, just 9 words long, buried in neuroscience research and once hidden by the FBI. Now they're paying off debt, traveling the world, and living in homes they never thought they could afford. If you're seeing this, you're lucky. The page might disappear any moment. Click the link in the description and comments to know this secret before it's deleted forever. But you must let go of the bitterness. You must forgive, not for their sake, but for yours. Carrying their offense only weighs down your blessings. I will handle them. Justice is mine. You don't need revenge, you need release. Give it to me. Give me the pain. Give me the anger. Lay it at my feet and watch how I exchange it for peace that passes all understanding. You won't need to explain yourself. I will speak for you. I will defend you. I will lift you in front of those who tried to tear you down. This is not the end of your story. This is the start of your rise. I am taking you higher, not just in position, but in peace. Not just in success, but in spiritual strength. The ones who walked away may have thought they ended something, but they didn't end anything. They cleared the space for me to do a new thing. And I always finish what I start. What I placed in you is still there. The vision, the calling, the promise, it's still alive. And now that the snake has been removed, nothing can stop it from growing. So lift your head, dry your tears, straighten your shoulders. This is your time now. What was hidden is now revealed. What was taken will be restored. What was meant to break you will be the very thing that builds you. And through it all, I am still with you, still holding you, still fighting for you. Stay close. The next wave of my glory is about to pour out over your life, and it will be greater than anything you've ever seen before. And I know you didn't expect someone so close to turn so cold, but I allowed this because there was no more room for pretense. I will not let your future be contaminated by quiet enemies hiding under the disguise of love. What you saw was real. What I showed you is not to be doubted. This was my hand pulling back the curtain to protect your purpose. You've been asking for peace, and peace cannot exist where deception is rooted. You've been praying for clarity, and I cannot give you clarity while you hold on to confusion. That snake you kept trying to carry could no longer hide in the comfort of your love. I needed you to see what I saw all along, and now that you know, you cannot go back. You must choose freedom, even if it feels unfamiliar. You must choose truth, even when it hurts. Because I have something greater on the other side of this pain. And you must be ready to receive it without the weight of betrayal still resting on your shoulders. They thought their silence would shame you, They thought their absence would break you. But I am still here, and as long as I am with you, you lack nothing. You don't need their apology to move forward. You don't need their approval to be blessed. You don't need their validation to feel whole. I am the one who heals. I am the one who lifts. I am the one who establishes your name in the earth. They tried to bury you with their lies, but they didn't realize you were a seed. And now, it's time to grow. Comment 999 if you're ready to grow from what was meant to bury you. You've been in a spiritual battle for far longer than you've admitted. That weight on your chest, that constant unease, the second guessing of your worth that was not just emotion, that was warfare. Because the enemy knew what you carried. He knew how close you were to breaking through, so he planted a snake where your heart was soft. He sent deception to where you loved the most. But even in that, I turned it for your good. The battle didn't defeat you. It exposed the enemy. And now the fog is lifting. Now, your vision is being restored. The one who betrayed you underestimated your covering. They mistook your grace for weakness. But they didn't realize you were backed by heaven. Every dart they threw, I intercepted. Every word they twisted, I blocked. Every scheme they formed, I saw it coming. You may have felt the sting, but it didn't touch the promise. You may have lost sleep, but you didn't lose your anointing. And now, I'm restoring what was stolen in secret. I'm rebuilding what was attacked in silence. You will not come out of this empty-handed. You will come out stronger, wiser, purer, and fully aware of who truly walks with you. You were not meant to stay in survival mode. You were not created to live with one eye open, always guarding your heart from the ones who claim to love you. I am pulling you out of that. I am restoring your trust, but not in people, in me. Because when you trust me first, I will give you wisdom to recognize who is safe. I will lead you to those with hearts that reflect mine. I will surround you with people who don't drain your spirit, but fill your soul. You are not meant to walk alone, but you are not meant to walk with snakes either. Comment 1010 if you trust God to guide your relationships from here. I know the wounds go deep. I know some of this pain is rooted in years of silent suffering. You carried people who would have let you drown. You fought for people who didn't even pray for you. And still you didn't become bitter. Still you didn't let it harden your heart. That's why I'm about to bless you in ways that seem unfair to others. That's why favor is about to find you in ways you never expected. Because I reward faithfulness. I honor purity. I pour oil on those who endure without losing their integrity. Could a 9-word ritual really be your key to financially freedom? What sounds like fiction is now being confirmed by science. Harvard researchers and FBI documents point to a hidden brain center that, when activated, draws in abundance naturally. This 9-word prayer has helped over 19,000 broke people attract wealth and live a life full of abundance. But this secret won't stay online long. Click the description and comments now to access it before it's permanently deleted. You've been faithful with little, now watch me trust you with more. You've been faithful in the shadows, now watch me bring you into the light. You've been overlooked, but I have never taken my eyes off you. And now, I am calling you to come out from the place of pain and into the place of promise. There is no longer anything blocking your blessing. The betrayal had to happen so that your heart could be positioned correctly for what's next. You were leaning too much on people, but now you are learning to lean only on me. And in that trust, I will build something new. Let me be the one who heals your heart. Don't harden it. Don't make vows like I'll never trust again or I'll never love again. That's what the enemy wants. He wants to shut your heart down because he knows the power it carries when it's fully alive. But I want to awaken your heart again. I want to breathe life into the places that have been shut off. I want to show you what love looks like when it's real. But first, I must finish this healing. I must help you close the door on betrayal so you can open the door to destiny. This is not just about one person who betrayed you. This is about every spirit that ever came to make you doubt yourself, every voice that tried to crush your confidence, every encounter that planted insecurity in your soul. I am digging deep now. I am healing wounds from childhood, from past friendships, from failed relationships. Because you are not carrying this pain into your future, I am cleansing it. I am breaking the pattern. I am rewiring the way you see yourself. You are not too much. You are not hard to love. You are exactly who I created you to be. Your identity is not tied to who left. Your value is not decreased because they couldn't see your worth. What they didn't honor, I still bless. What they overlooked, I still see. And I will make sure that your worth is restored, not by their recognition, but by my redemption. I don't need them to say sorry to begin your healing. I already started it. You are being healed from the inside out. No more pretending, no more hiding behind strength while breaking inside. I see the real you, and I'm healing that person, not the version you had to become to survive. This is your time to breathe again, to stand tall again, to walk without heaviness again. The snake has been exposed, and that was just the beginning. Now I am rebuilding the pieces they tried to scatter. Now I am gathering the dreams you buried. Now I am calling you to rise, not in anger, not in fear, but in authority. You belong to me, and when I say you are whole, no one else gets to say otherwise. I was there every single time they talked about you behind your back while pretending to stand beside you. I saw how they twisted your kindness into weakness, how they used your love as leverage, how they tried to rewrite your story without your permission. But I'm the author, and I've taken the pen back. That snake in your circle thought it was smart. They thought you'd never catch on, but you were never blind, you were just full of grace. You gave them chance after chance, not because you were unaware, but because you were hoping your love would lead them to change. I honored that. I honored your patience, your mercy, your compassion. But they didn't honor your heart. They used it. And I cannot let that continue. I removed them to make room for what's real, for what's pure, for what will lift you, not drain you. This is why I had to shut that door, even when it hurt you, even when it didn't make sense at the time. You would have never walked away on your own, and I knew that. So I allowed the truth to come out in a way that could not be denied. I know it felt like everything collapsed, but in reality, I was building a new foundation. That relationship, that connection, that alliance, it was not built on truth, and what's not built on truth cannot last in the light of my presence. I have called you into the light, and now everything not aligned with it must fall away. Comment 1515. If you know God just removed something that was never meant to stay. There were prayers you prayed that you thought I hadn't answered. You asked me to protect your purpose. You asked me to show you who was for you. You asked me to close every door that wasn't from me. And then when I did, you felt the sting of it and cried, thinking I was punishing you. I wasn't. I was answering your own prayers. Sometimes my protection feels like pain. Sometimes my provision begins with pruning. I cut away what you didn't know was killing you. I exposed what you were too close to see. I want you to know this: what you lost wasn't yours. What I removed wasn't rooted in love. And what broke your heart didn't break your future. I still have plans for you. plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you a future and a hope. Yes, even after this, even after the betrayal, even after the disappointment, even after being lied to, walked out on, and misunderstood, none of that cancels what I spoke over you. In fact, it confirms it. Because the attacks have been greater, the opposition stronger, and the warfare more intense, not because you're cursed, but because you're called. You've been feeling the shift, haven't you? That sense that you can't go back to the way things were. That you've outgrown certain conversations, certain environments, even certain people. That's because your spirit is maturing. You are shedding old skin. You are releasing things that once gave you comfort, but now hold you captive. Don't resist it. Growth requires separation. And separation is not rejection, it's redirection. I am shifting you into alignment with your next season. What doesn't fit anymore must go. Let it. Comment 1717 if you're ready to let go and grow. What do brain surgeons and billionaires know that you don't? This 9-word money code, once reserved for elites, is now being shared with everyday people, and the results are mind-boggling. Cash windfalls, cleared debt, and lifelong stress gone. But the government might pull this secret any minute. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. The snake was exposed, but now it's time to focus on the healing. You cannot keep replaying the betrayal and expect peace to grow. You cannot carry bitterness and expect blessings to overflow. I want to heal you completely. That means not just removing what hurt you, but restoring what it stole from you. Your joy, your trust, your hope, your confidence, your ability to believe again, dream again, love again. That is what I'm restoring. You've been living in survival mode, just trying to get through each day. But I didn't create you just to survive. I created you to flourish. You will laugh again, and it will be real. You will wake up and not feel heavy. You will walk into rooms and not shrink. You will speak and not second-guess every word. I am doing a new thing in you. And this time, no snake will be able to slither into the blessing. I know you've heard promises before. You've trusted before. You've hoped before. And each time, something tried to steal it from you. But I say to you now, this time is different, because this time, your eyes are open. Your spirit is stronger. Your discernment has been sharpened. This time, I'm not just blessing you, I'm protecting what I give you. You won't have to fight to keep it. You won't have to beg to be seen. You won't have to wonder if it's real. It will come with peace, not pressure. With safety, not suspicion. With truth, not pretense. Let go of what they did. Stop rehearsing their offense in your mind. It's over now. I've dealt with it. I've handled it. Justice is mine, remember? You don't need to carry that pain anymore. You don't need to watch your back every second. Rest. Breathe. Trust me. I've surrounded you with angels. I've placed a hedge around your heart. You are safe now, not because of anything you've done, but because I've declared it so. Every storm you've been through has prepared you for what's coming. The rejection built your resilience. The betrayal deepened your roots. The loss taught you to lean on me. And now you're ready, not perfect, not without scars, but ready. Ready to walk in the fullness of who I created you to be. Ready to stop dimming your light. Ready to stand in authority. Ready to carry the mantle of purpose that hell tried to strip from you. They saw your potential and tried to poison your promise, but I saw their motives and stopped them. You don't need to be afraid of what's next. I go before you. I walk beside you. I cover behind you. You are surrounded by my glory, and anything that tries to touch you now must go through me first. And I didn't just watch you hurt, I stood in the fire with you. I didn't allow the betrayal to destroy you because I was using it to refine you. That betrayal wasn't the end of your worth, it was the beginning of your awakening. You needed to see what you were really made of. You needed to see who I really am. You were not meant to stay broken. You are not called to live in sorrow. I've seen how heavy your heart has been. I've heard the thoughts you've been too afraid to say out loud. Why did they do that to me? How could someone I loved turn against me like that? And here is my answer. Because your purpose is too big for small-hearted people. Because your light exposes what others try to keep hidden. Because your anointing makes the enemy uncomfortable, so he tried to use the ones closest to you to reach you. But even that plan failed. I never said you wouldn't be betrayed, but I did say I'd be your shield. I never promised everyone in your life would be loyal, but I did promise my faithfulness would never run dry. That betrayal you went through, it's the very thing I'm using to realign you, to wake you up, to teach you how to guard your heart without closing it, to show you that you never needed their approval to walk in my calling. You were chosen before they changed. You were called before they walked away. Their betrayal didn't change your value. It only revealed their inability to carry it. Comment Amen if you're ready to stop carrying the weight of betrayal. Don't waste another moment waiting for them to understand what they did. Some hearts are too hardened to see the damage they caused. And if you keep waiting for closure from them, you'll keep yourself chained to the very pain I'm trying to free you from. Let me be your closure. Let my voice be the one that confirms your value. Let my truth be louder than their betrayal. I'm not asking you to forget what happened. I'm asking you to stop letting it define who you are. You are not what they did to you. You are not the pain they left behind. You are not the lies they spoke or the silence they weaponized. You are mine. You are redeemed. You are set apart. You are covered. And I still have more for you. I have not changed my mind about you. The plans I made for your life still stand. The promise still holds. The anointing still flows, and the future is still bright. The enemy tried to convince you that this was your end, but I say to you it's just the beginning. Comment 222 if you trust that this is your new beginning. Do not let what they did stop you from becoming who I created you to be. You're not meant to stay small because someone else felt threatened by your growth. You're not meant to hide your gifts because someone mishandled your heart. I placed those gifts inside you for a reason, and I will protect them. You don't have to water yourself down to make others comfortable anymore. I didn't create you to blend in. I created you to stand out, to rise, to lead. And now that the snake has been exposed, nothing is holding you back. Why is the government desperate to hide this 9-word prayer? A shocking FBI leak has just revealed a simple 9-word prayer now letting everyday people erase debt and attract unstoppable wealth. Verified by leading scientists and supported by Harvard research, this at-home ritual is turning financial stress into a life of luxury. Dream homes, new cars, luxurious vacations, it's all within reach. But the government could take down this secret any moment. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. Some people only loved you when you were easy to control, when you stayed quiet, when you didn't know your worth. But the moment you began to grow, they began to change. That's not your fault. You didn't do anything wrong by evolving. They just weren't ready to grow with you. And that's okay. You don't need everyone to come with you into this next season. Some chapters are meant to end. Some relationships are meant to expire. And what's meant for you, real love, real peace, real purpose, will never require you to shrink. Stop asking why they couldn't love you better. Some people can only love to the level of their healing. Some only know how to take because they were never taught how to give. You tried to pour from a full heart into an empty one. That's why you felt drained. But I'm filling you up again with peace, with strength, with truth, with the kind of joy that no one can take from you. I'm restoring your soul, not just your life, because what's coming requires your whole heart, free, healed, and open. This betrayal didn't delay your destiny. It accelerated it. I used their exit to clear the path, to remove the confusion, to push you into a deeper trust with me. You thought they were your lifeline, but I've always been your source. You thought they were irreplaceable, but I'm about to show you what divine replacement looks like. Watch how I send people into your life who actually pray for you, who show up for you, who don't compete with your calling but protect it. You haven't even seen the fullness of the relationships I've prepared for you. So hold your head up. You're not a victim, you're victorious. You're walking proof that betrayal can't stop the blessing. You're a testimony of survival, of endurance, of grace under pressure. And the enemy is terrified of what happens when you finally realize that. Because once you do, you become unstoppable. Once you stop giving your energy to the ones who tried to break you and start walking in the power I gave you, everything changes. The doors open, the blessings overflow, the peace returns, and the snake no longer has a voice in your life. I've seen your faithfulness. Even when your heart was shattered, even when you didn't understand, you still clung to me, you still showed up, you still believed. And for that, I'm releasing double peace, double strength, double provision, the kind that will make up for every sleepless night, every broken piece, every false word spoken over you. What I'm giving you now isn't just restoration, it's redemption. What was meant to humiliate you will elevate you. What was meant to break you will bless you. And those who watched you fall will watch you rise. They took what was sacred and handled it carelessly. They smiled while slowly undoing what I was building through you. But what they didn't understand is that I will never allow the plans of the enemy to overtake what I have declared over your life. Not now, not ever. When the snake revealed itself, you didn't just see a person, you saw a pattern. You saw the same hurt repeating in different faces. You started to wonder if it was your fault, if something was broken in you that kept attracting betrayal. But listen closely. It wasn't because you were flawed, it was because you were favored. That kind of favor draws both angels and enemies. It exposes hearts that were pretending. The closer you get to destiny, the more the enemy sends those with hidden motives. And this time, he sent one into your own circle. But I didn't let it go unseen. That snake had access but no authority. They had proximity, but no permission. I allowed the mask to fall so you could walk into the next season with clarity. Because you cannot afford to carry betrayal into the blessing. I'm leading you into rooms where your name will be spoken in honor. I'm opening doors that have been locked for years. I'm positioning you in places where truth and integrity will be required. And to protect what I'm building, the snake had to go. Comment 333 if you're grateful God exposed what was hidden. You may feel like you're walking through the ashes of what was, but I see the foundation of what's coming. You thought this exposure was the end of the story, but I'm just beginning to build. The people who left, the lies they spread, the things they tried to tear down, they will never have the final word. I do. And I say that no weapon formed against you shall prosper. I say that what was meant for evil will be turned for good. I say that you are still chosen, still called, still covered. You were not created to be crushed by betrayal. You were created to rise through it. Let it teach you, not trap you. Let it sharpen your discernment, not harden your heart. I will use what broke you to bless you. I will use what shook you to strengthen you. The enemy hoped this would silence you, but I will use this to increase your voice. You will speak from a place of healing, of wisdom, of deep authority. And your testimony will shatter chains on others who have been walking through the same pain in silence. You haven't even seen the full measure of what I'm about to release. There are blessings that have been waiting for this moment, waiting for you to see clearly, to walk freely, to move without the weight of hidden betrayal. That snake was blocking the flow. Their presence was polluting your peace. You tried to keep them close because your heart is pure, but I removed them because your calling is great. I don't remove to hurt you, I remove to elevate you. I will never take something without replacing it with better people, better peace, better purpose. Comment 1111 if you believe something better is coming. Is it possible to attract money by simply speaking some miraculous words? This 9-word script, verified by Harvard and 6 neuroscience labs, proves you absolutely can. People are using it from their couch and reporting unexpected bank deposits, cleared debts, and upgraded lives. It takes less than 30 seconds. But this secret won't stay online long. Click the description and comments now to access it before it's permanently deleted. They thought walking away from you would make you crumble. They thought distancing themselves would isolate you. But I am surrounding you with something they can't compete with: my glory, my presence, my favor, the kind of blessing that cannot be faked or stolen, the kind that follows you, overtakes you, surrounds you. And every person who tried to dim your light will now see it shine brighter than ever. They didn't believe in your vision because they couldn't see what I showed you. They didn't support your calling because it didn't benefit them. But don't worry about who left. I'm sending the ones who will stand with you, pray for you, fight beside you, people who see your heart and not just your gifts, people who protect your name in rooms you're not in, people who love you with the same grace I've given you. This new season requires a new circle, and I am handpicking every connection. Every voice in your life will be one that speaks life. Every relationship will bring clarity, not confusion. The ones I send won't compete with you, they'll celebrate you. They won't tear you down, they'll build with you. I am restoring what the betrayal tried to destroy, and not just restoring but multiplying. You thought the betrayal broke you, but I say it freed you. You thought the snake won, but I say it was defeated the moment you saw it for what it was. I gave you the strength to see clearly. I gave you the wisdom to step back. I gave you the peace to walk away, even when your heart wanted to stay. That strength wasn't yours alone, it was my spirit inside you. And now that you've chosen freedom, I will fill your life with fruit. Fruit that remains, fruit that multiplies. Let go of needing closure from someone who was never honest. You don't need their words, you need my word. And I say, move forward, keep walking. Don't look back. What I have ahead of you is greater than anything you left behind. I am with you, I am going before you, and I will not stop until every promise I've made to you is fulfilled. You're about to walk into rooms that honor your name. You're about to receive what others said you'd never have. Not because of them, but because of me. I am faithful. I do not lie. And I never forget those who remain humble and pure, even when they've been hurt. You passed the test. Now comes the reward. I watched them laugh with you, knowing they had already betrayed you. They knew what they were doing. And I need you to stop carrying the blame they should be holding. I didn't expose that snake for you to pick it back up. I didn't pull back the veil for you to pretend nothing happened. I revealed it so you could finally be free. My child, you are not meant to live under a false peace. You were not created to be bound by the comfort of fake loyalty. I want your life full of truth. And where truth dwells, lies cannot hide. I am the God of light, and where I step in, shadows are chased out. That's why everything began to feel uncomfortable. That's why your spirit started feeling uneasy, even in places that once felt familiar. It was me, stirring your discernment, awakening your spirit, preparing you to walk away from what you didn't even realize was holding you hostage. Comment 555. If you know God is leading you out of what tried to trap you, I know it would have been easier if they had just left honestly. If they had spoken the truth instead of hiding behind their silence. But their lies revealed more than their words ever could. They showed you their true nature. And I know it hurt. I know it shattered the way you viewed them, but that shattering had a purpose. It broke the illusion so you could finally see the truth. And even more than that, it revealed what's inside you. Strength, patience, faith. All of it had been buried beneath your pain. But now it's rising. You're rising. You've spent too long questioning yourself, asking if you missed something, asking if you did too much or not enough. But I need you to hear me right now. You were never the problem. Your love was real. Your intentions were pure. You were a blessing they mishandled. And that's not on you. That's on them. And I will deal with it. Vengeance is mine, not yours. You don't need to prove anything. You don't need to correct every lie. You don't need to chase down closure. I am your defender, and I will be your justice. You're walking into a new level now, one where the people around you must match your purpose. No more spiritual leeches, no more fake support, no more relationships built on manipulation or silent jealousy. You were created to thrive, not just survive. You were created to soar, not shrink. And that means everyone attached to you must be aligned with my will. The snake was revealed so that you could finally step forward unchained. You've been faithful, and now I will be faithful to you in ways you can't yet imagine. Comment 777 if you believe God is surrounding you with truth and favor. I want you to rest now. You've been carrying too much, worrying too much, thinking too much. It's time to lay it down. Let me carry what's been weighing you down. Let me handle the people you can't. Let me be the one to restore what they tried to tear apart. I am not asking you to figure it all out. I'm asking you to trust me, to trust that I see more than you do, that I'm working in ways you can't yet see, that even when it feels silent, I am still speaking, still moving, still guiding you. What if everything you've been taught about money is a lie? A hidden 9-word prayer buried in a classified FBI report is now helping thousands attract wealth without lifting a finger. Scientists say it activates a 150-million-year-old part of your brain that controls abundance. Harvard-backed, lab-tested, life-changing. But the government might pull this secret any minute. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. This silence you're in isn't abandonment, it's strategy. I am doing more in the quiet than you realize. I'm rebuilding the foundation beneath your feet. I'm repairing the cracks that were hidden. I'm strengthening your soul so that when the next season comes, you won't carry old fear with you. I'm preparing the right voices to speak into your life, the right people to walk beside you, the right doors to open, and all of it will be covered in peace. Peace that doesn't make sense, peace that doesn't need permission, peace that protects your mind and heart like a shield. You are not going back to the way things were. That version of you is gone. The one who tolerated too much, the one who doubted their worth, the one who stayed silent to keep others comfortable. That season is over. I'm calling you into boldness now, into truth, into freedom, into purpose. You're going to walk into rooms with a new confidence, not pride, but power. Power rooted in grace, power grounded in love, power built in truth. You will not be shaken by their absence. You will not be broken by what they said. You will walk tall, because I am lifting you. I've watched you suffer long enough. I've watched you question your value. I've watched you give chances that were never returned. But the waiting has not been wasted. The heartbreak has not been in vain. It's been preparation. Preparation for the people I'm sending, the assignments I'm releasing, the doors I'm unlocking. You are not just stepping out of betrayal, you are stepping into destiny. You are not just walking away from pain, you are walking into promise. This season may have begun with a snake, but it will end with a song. A song of victory, a song of healing, a song of restoration. You will laugh again and it won't be forced. You will trust again and it won't be dangerous. You will love again and it will be real. I am redeeming it all. Every piece, every place, every moment that tried to convince you I had forgotten you. I never left. I was right there. And now I am lifting you. You may not realize this now, but their betrayal was your release. They didn't just walk away from you, they pushed you closer to me. They didn't just break your heart, they opened a door for healing I've been waiting to give you. And now, with that door wide open, I'm inviting you to walk into rest. Not just rest from people, but rest from performing, rest from proving, rest from overthinking, overgiving, overcarrying what was never yours in the first place. I'm lifting that weight right now. Even as you hear this, I'm lifting it off your shoulders. You've spent too long trying to understand why they did what they did. But the truth is, the reason they hurt you is because their spirit couldn't stand the light inside you. They couldn't handle your honesty, your growth, your ability to love even when you had every reason not to. You reminded them of everything they were not willing to become. And so they turned on you not because you deserved it, but because they couldn't stand to watch you become what they were afraid to face in themselves. Comment Amen if you're releasing the questions that no longer serve you. Let's make something clear. You did not lose anything I can't restore. I am the God who gives back double for your shame. I don't just restore broken things, I make them better than before. You may feel like something was stolen from you, but watch what I'm about to do. I will restore your voice, your fire, your laughter. I will restore your sense of direction, your confidence, and your clarity. What the enemy thought he was destroying, I've already begun rebuilding. But not quietly this time. Not in the dark. This restoration will be seen. I will use your healing as a testimony. People will look at you and not even recognize the version of you that once sat in heartbreak. The glow coming back to your face, the peace that will rest in your home, the wisdom pouring out of your mouth, it will all be living proof that I was with you in the valley, that I never left. And now, I am bringing you out with more than you had before. They may have thought they were hurting you, but they ended up pushing you into your promise. What they meant for harm, I am using for good.